get your own path, and I love it.
I know.
It's incredibly unique.
I'm with it. I've met so many interesting people, so many, it just opens so many doors. So I see it myself now, and I'm not sleeping on myself anymore. So, get out the way type shit.
Talk about that. What's people sleeping on themselves and don't realizing it? That's crazy that you point that out, because and you admit that.
Yeah.
I love, because it's some people will say, I'm not sleeping on myself, or no, I've always been killing. I realize it's time to turn up at sometimes, and sometimes you are slacking. Sometimes you're depriving yourself of going full force.
That is a rabbit hole to go into, and I don't want to go too deep. But
we got 42 minutes. We're good.
Just know, and I'm sure I'm not the only young woman or even just human being, period, to deal with this. Like, you go through that insecurity, you know what I'm saying? Like, this world can tear you the fuck down, yo.
And it does.
They will tear you down. And then, also being a black girl, being a black woman in this world, I'm dealing with those challenges. Now I'm also a single mom dealing with that challenge. Body dysmorphia, not feeling the way that people say I look. I don't feel that way sometimes. I don't see myself that way, you know what I'm saying? And dealing with certain people that you look to them and you're like, okay, you're kind of my everything, and they're more so looking at you like you're not shit to me type shit. So it really fucks with you, you know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
Even though I always knew there was something kind of special about me, like a genuineness or something in me, that shit takes a toll. And
Belief.
I've been in a dark place for a long time, bro. Long time. But I pulled myself out of there. So now it's kind of like, with everything that I've been doing thus far, as far as starting with those events, and I kind of started to break out of my shell. Like, I started to kind of fall in love with my body more, and I'm realizing my power a lot more. Nobody could fuck with me. Nobody could fuck with me.
You're
dog.
a superhero, and that's a superpower. I love that.
And I got a little girl that's watching me, man, and I don't want her to go through none of the shit I went through, bro. I'm gonna say something that's really deep. If it wasn't for that little girl, bro, I probably wouldn't be here right now. That's how fucking deep and how dark of a place I have pulled myself out of. And I tend to sometimes go back there because life just be throwing fucking curveballs, yo. Like, I'll get out of some shit and I'm like, all right, good, great. Next thing you know, pow. I'm like, fuck. So it's just, I just try to stay focused. I keep remembering that, I'm all she has. And that's really what pushes me through.
Purpose.
Literally.
Purpose and reason. Thank you for sharing that with us, because that's very deep and powerful.
Yeah.
Kind of getting into it.
I'm sorry. I have no
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
I have no issues with vulnerability. I feel like a lot more people need to tap into that side.
Facts.
Because, bro, this world would be a better place. Like, that ego is running shit. Ignorance is running shit nowadays, and I can't take it. Like, I can't be like, I've been in places where I've sat with people and just kind of overheard the conversation, and it's infuriated me to the point where I just have to remove myself, because I'm like, yo, that ignorance is staggering.
You need to protect your peace. You need to protect your mind. You need to protect your diet. Isn't just what you eat; it's what you put yourself around.
Right,
your diet just what you listen to, what you absorb.
Yeah.
What you consume. And just being around bad conversations, even if you're not speaking them, just hearing them and being around the energy.
The negativity is so bad and draining.
We only have one life to live. Don't spend time doing that.